I'm going out, I gotta go. I'll bang a rang on the radio. So turn it up, I'm telling you. I think I'm ready for something new. Hey, hello.
Hi, I'm Noelle, the host of Pop Punk and Pizza, and today I'm joined by Taken Days. How are you guys?
Great.
Oh, you guys were
Adequate.
lagging for a second.
That's just us. We're good. We always lag.
So you guys are from Orange County, California. So do you have a favorite pizza place there? Because I've never been there before.
Hmm. They closed my favorite pizza place, which was Rubino's,
Yeah.
by Tribuco Hills High School. But right now, Sergeant Pepperoni's in Costa Mesa.
Oh, cool.
I'd say we should throw an honorable mention to Pizza Port in San Clemente. That
Yeah.
place is also like Sergeant Pepperoni's is insane, but Pizza Port. I was in Venice, Italy one time, and
Hmm.
somebody asked me where I was from, and I said San Clemente, and the guy goes like Pizza Port. So it's like it's legit. When
Yeah,
you're in
it's
Venice and
pretty
they ask you
famous there.
Pizza Port's legit.
Yeah, that's cool. So when did you guys decide music was something that you wanted to pursue?
I think it's different for all of us, but I was
Hmm.
probably 13 or 14.
It was the moment I locked eyes with Brent. I just knew that he was the one, and I wanted to pursue music.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Same answer. I probably was like 13 or 14.
yeah.
Okay.
I was younger because I played in the orchestra in school, and then started getting into like
Okay.
rock and grunge and punk. So I was probably more like fifth, sixth grade when I was pretty heavily into it.
Okay.
A
So
very long time.
are there any specific bands that made you guys want to be in a band or start a band?
Oh yeah, Blink 182. Green Day was a huge influence on me growing up. The
Mhm.
Offspring, I think, was like the first like quote unquote punk rock band that got me going.
Cool.
It's
Yeah, I love all those bands.
Nirvana for me, big time.
Hmm.
Yeah, some of the first songs I learned to play on drums in the band.
Yeah. And I can definitely hear some of those influences in your songs. Like when I first heard Over Zelle Us, I like that title, by the way. Um, it immediately reminded me of Blink 182 with like the vocals and kind of how there's like two vocalists in there. And the end of that song reminded me of the song Sweet Vampires by Alkaline Trio. So I don't know if you guys were inspired by them when you were writing that song, but yeah, that's what it reminded me of.
Yeah, I would actually say when the skeleton of the song was being formed, I wanted to write a song kind of along the lines of a band like Brand New. And then
Okay.
we went into the studio. We had tried out those original ideas and had swapped around some of the ideas. So the day that Brent had recorded it, he goes, "Hey, we did some cool Taking Back Sunday stuff, and you need to come in here and do this stuff or blah blah blah." So that was what was on my mind, the skeleton, and I think Brent got like the Taking Back Sunday influence
Okay.
for that too.
Cool.
Yeah, and you're right. Like the chorus was always Corey's original idea, and that never really changed. And his original idea was to have us go back and forth vocally, and
Hmm.
that never changed. That was the one part of we messed with the bridge, we messed with verses, nothing leads, everything changed as it went. And as far as those verses, it was we had a cool vocal melody for those verses, and then Cameron he said, yeah, he goes, I was alone. He's like, you need to get in there and try some new melodies, just shouty, Taking Back Sunday stuff. And then we kind of
Hmm.
wrote those lyrics based off Corey's lyrics, and then Corey goes, well, then I need to rewrite my parts on the verse, which he did, and ultimately became even better than it was. We were kind of happy. That was a little studio magic moment.
Cool. And you recently signed with SBÄM and 55 Rose Records. And I actually interviewed Stefan from
Awesome.
SBÄM on this podcast. So, what made you decide to sign with them? And how has it been
Sorry, I'm just
working?
trying to give him a shout out.
Oh, yeah. So, what made you decide to sign with them, and how's it been working with them so far?
So it's been great. We were previously on Wiretap Records, which I'm sure you're familiar with them, which
Hmm.
was a huge honor for us. We ended up meeting John and everybody through 55 Rows, which is a new label. through a media company called Dorothy House that we were talking with, and Imperium Rags Clothing. So it's the same owners. They were putting together a record label, and they were doing some work with SBÄM. And they kind of asked us about our new music, what our plan was, and ultimately we were getting masters at that time, and they presented it to Stefan and all that stuff, and they were all pretty excited about the music. So for us, both labels have been super welcoming. It's been going great. We're very excited and happy to work with them, and it's nice to spread out across to Europe, and we really appreciate all the support.
That's awesome.
Yeah,
that's exciting. And you also worked with Cameron Webb for your last album and also your upcoming album. And he's produced things for so many bands like Weezer, Alkaline Trio, and even like Motorhead and Megadeth, which is crazy. And the list goes on and on. There's just like too many to list. But how did you kind of get in contact with him and start working with him?
That would be Brett.
So I met Cameron at a few mutual through the Pennywise guys, actually, because he's done a lot of the Pennywise records, and we kind of just became friends. And we always kind of stayed in contact. And then what happened with the last record was we were tracking it. We were most of the way done doing it with some friends at their studio, and then COVID happened and lockdown, and the producer we were working with kind of vanished, and we were stuck with an almost done record. So we kind of started making some calls, and I think web band, but fortunately he didn't have a whole lot going on at that time. And he was like, he listened to everything we had and ultimately decided, let's remake the whole record together. And we became such good friends with him, the three of us did, and we really he really helped us develop us. And then now the bond is tight. He's like family to us, and it kind of launched. So we got launched out of the pandemic. It was good luck for us, I would say.
So basically our last album was like a COVID baby.
Totally. Yep.
Well, at least something good came out of it. That's good.
Yeah,
exactly.
Yeah. And you have 2 new songs out now, Least of All You and Over Zelle Us. What were your inspirations behind those songs, either musically or otherwise, like for lyrics?
I mean, I can kind of speak for Overzealous. I think I was writing it at the time about a friend who was making a really big change in their life, and going through the challenges that come with that. So yeah, I think that's what I had in mind, just as kind of transformation and true to yourself attitude and type of message I wanted to put out into that one.
Cool.
Yeah. and then obviously, so the song was called Overzealous, and then we got the idea to do Zelle Us.
Yeah.
So you picked up on that. A lot of people don't get it, so congratulations.
You
nailed it.
Yeah.
I like the play on words.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not that hidden. Well, yeah. Some people are like, what? But yeah. And then Least of All You, I started the writing process on that one. It's not about me or anything. A lot of times when I write a song, I like to write it. So I'd say Least of All You is like a breakup song, but not necessarily a romantic relationship. It's a breakup with anything. It was meant to be generic, meaning Least of All You could be a business partner, could be anything. And I write lyrics more often as a story that people could maybe relate to in some way. It's not necessarily like about my life. So, but Least of All You kind of speaks for itself in that.
Yeah, that's cool. I think that's good for like more people can relate to it that way. Yeah. And so is there a specific message you hope people get from listening to your music overall, or like, is there anything that you hope they get out of it?
I think when you put a song out there and people like it, and hopefully they do like it, they kind of put the meaning in there. So I hope whatever you can relate to or whatever meaning it brings to you, I think that would be our overall message.
Yeah,
for sure. I've always felt like in anything that we work with, so like if I start writing a song or if Corey starts writing a song, all three of us are credited as songwriters on everything because we all compose, we all collaborate, we all write together. And I think we probably all agree that as soon as it's tracked and released to the world, it's no longer really a Taken Day song. It's everybody's song. So however they feel about it, whatever they draw from it. And like when people ask, what's a song about? It's like, you tell me, it's your song now. So what did you feel? You know, and I think that's an important way to kind of share it. And that's kind of what we're going for.
Totally. That's good.
That's cool. And how did the process of writing these songs differ from the process of writing your first album?
Landon, I'll take this.
Well, the first one we kind of, I kind of hopped in halfway through the writing process for the first one. I think Brent was part of, hopped in halfway too. But we were able to kind of take our time, collaborate, more in person, and then also demo it more than a few times with this second album. The first one we only demoed one time and made some adjustments, but the second one I feel like we had it wasn't rushed, and we had a lot more experience, just in the pre-production process. I think we became more comfortable with it. So just having the right tools at our disposal is really helpful as well. So we're very grateful that people like Cameron kind of help us along the way, even from the beginning, which is huge.
Yeah, for sure. And what is your favorite song that you've released so far? Do you have a favorite?
It's a good one. On our video for How to Come to This, we do like a burrito song in the video.
Oh yeah.
So that's my favorite.
Okay.
I'm not. I won't speak on this record. I'll go back. I'd say a favorite one on the last record that doesn't get as much attention. I love the song "Broken Ring." I think we play it great too, and we occasionally throw it out there. I think that one kind of got missed by a lot of people because people do like it, but I feel like it should be liked more. So I'm going to say that.
Cool.
No, I have to say What Used to Be from the Every Second album.
Another one, same thing.
It's really fun to play live, and I feel like I feel like it gets overlooked sometimes, but one of my favorites.
Yeah, for sure. And what is your favorite show that you've played at so far?
I'll start that one.
Oh,
there's so many. We've open for so many legends.
There's a lot of good ones.
I always it's not usually like the size of the show or who we play with. I always think back, how was the sound, or how did we play? And for me, I think one of the best we've done was at Garden Amp, I think, a couple years ago, maybe 18 months ago. That was a really cool sound and setup. And
was that Nest?
I think so. Yeah,
it was Nest.
That sticks out in my mind.
I think we just did a weekender run 2 weekends ago, and we played in Bullhead City at like a dive bar with some friends and a metal band. And I think
nice.
We had like a 45-minute set, no rush, for a floor show. The sound was great, and I think we played super well. So to me, again, it's more like our performance, and it doesn't matter to me if 10 people love it or 1,000. As long as people are enjoying it and we're playing well, then it's cool. So that just a recent fun show was pretty cool.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. For me, it's any show I play with Landon. They're all like,
so the soon to be best one will be Friday when we play again. That just keeps topping.
That'll be my next favorite.
Yeah. Or are you guys drinking Liquid Death?
Yeah,
of course. Yeah, because
I love that.
Or they're about to start.
Do they sponsor you?
Because they want to pay.
Yes, they've been thinking about it. So maybe this will push them over.
Yeah, hopefully. Please sponsor them.
Please.
So, if you could collaborate with any artist or band, who would you choose?
Questions.
I mean, I've said this in an interview before, but probably Davey Havoc of AF5. Mainly because I want to be best friends with him.
Yeah, definitely. That'd be cool.
What about you guys?
I would love more time to think about it, but
Yeah.
ultimately I'm a huge Matt Skiba fan, but I'm not
Yeah.
going to say that. I'm going to go with something a little bit more business savvy. Like let's do Tim Armstrong because I love Rancid,
Okay.
love Al Ivy, and he
Yeah.
kind of represents the another side of punk that maybe those fans aren't as familiar with us, even though
Mhm.
we have a little bit of a Rancid vibe, not the look, but like the two lead singers, and we're real melodic. No ska, but I think it'd be cool to maybe do something with Tim Armstrong that got a little raw street punk ska vibe, but our style. I think that'd be
Yeah.
like a cool presentation. So I'm gonna go
Yeah, I
with
think
that.
that would be cool.
It would
Yeah.
be.
Good
For sure.
answer. And I know you covered a Senses Fail song, right? So are there any other songs you would really like to cover in the future?
I always want to cover obscure ones they never approve of.
That's
But
not, I don't know if that's necessarily true. We've talked about before on Hey Ya by Outkast. I think
Yeah.
that's fun to do. I think I always think like doing like a pop song or like an older pop
Mhm.
song would be really fun to do. I don't think we really have anything like that. I know we've talked about recording a cover. I don't know if we should we just say which one. I mean, we're not gonna. I don't know if we're gonna do it anytime
Yeah,
soon.
we actually play a lot of cover songs, believe it, and we
Yeah.
always kind of throw at least one in a set. Like,
Seven to be exact. Seven
Yeah. well, like on Friday we're playing. It's basically Halloween, so we're gonna play Halloween by the Misfits. So we kind of
Oh,
always
awesome.
grab different ones, but we do like a Weezer song, Rancid, Alkaline Trio, Face to Face,
Well,
Blink,
we've
Green
talked
Day.
about recording the Weezer one.
Yeah,
So I don't know if that's in the future or not. But yeah, I love cover songs. If we could, I would do a whole cover album.
Oh, cool.
You know, all the time and have money for that. But yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I would listen to that. That sounds cool.
It's
Yeah,
open
I love Halloween by the Misfits, so
or-
that's awesome that you're covering it. That's perfect for Halloween. So you're playing a show this Friday with Rudy Nuno and the Broadcasters, as you said. So can you tell me more about that show and any details for so people can go and see you?
That show is in Downey, which is like a small city in kind of the suburbs of Los Angeles. I've never been to this club or venue. I think it's kind of more recently doing it in hard rock and punk. Our friends in the band Empire from Long Beach, who totally rip, hit us up to play. And Rudy's like a known LA punk rock dude who has like a band and
Okay.
solo stuff. And Put on the Batteries is a LA band, really nice people. We're super psyched to play with them. It's free, and that's our next
Oh,
gig. We have a
cool.
lot of shows, but that's kind of an unknown for us. We're friends with Empire and we're excited, and it's free and it's in a place we've never played, so why not?
Awesome. It sounds like it's going to be a lot of fun. And where can our listeners find your music?
everywhere.
Yeah, hopefully on their own phones.
Yeah.
I mean, takendays.net has links to all the streaming platforms, all the social media links. So that's kind of one central place you can find it. And also at Taken Days on Instagram, there's a link tree there as well.
And I will say too, we're definitely trying to direct people to our Spotify and get that algorithm going. We never really hyper focused on that before, but our numbers are going up and up, so that's encouraging. And we have a lyric
Awesome.
video for some lyric videos that are on YouTube too to check out. The Least of All You one's been getting a lot of views, almost like a bewildering amount of views.
Oh,
So
cool.
we're happy, and if people are listening to this and haven't seen that, go check it out.
Awesome. Well, thank you so much, guys, for taking the time to do this interview. I really appreciate it. I think you cut out for a second.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I think so,
thank
too.
you for having us. We're excited and really happy and an honor to be on your show. And we have one dog with us.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah,
What's her name?
That's Bali.
Oh,
there
so
you go.
cute. Whose dog is that? Which one?
This is my dog.
Okay.
We're big animal people. We all have a lot of animals.
Yeah. I don't have any dogs. I just have a turtle
Oh, there you
Oh,
go.
I've been wanting to get
and
a
some
turtle.
fish. Oh,
I have a
really?
turtle.
What's your turtle's name?
Fire. Because he's got like an orange belly and it's got kind of like a fire pattern on it.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
That's a box turtle, right?
No, he's a painted turtle.
Oh, painted turtle.
So
Okay.
yeah, he's kind of like an aquatic turtle.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
I have a red-eared slider.
Oh, cute.
The water one too, yeah.
Yeah, I love turtles. All
Turtle
right.
Bug,
Well,
yeah. I've actually owned turtles mostly my entire life, oddly enough. I've had tons of turtles, which is a weird, that's a weird fact.
fun fact.
I like
Yeah, I
turtles.
love turtles.
Uh,
Well, thank you guys again. This was
All right,
cool,
thank you.
thanks.
It was nice
Thanks
meeting
for
you
having us.
guys. Yeah, of
Bye,
course.
thank you.
Hey, hello, it's not